American Top 40.
This is Casey on American Top 40 in Hollywood. And now, as a preface to our hearing the 28th most popular song in America this week by Elvis Presley, let me tell you the story of how Elvis Presley was discovered by Sun Records. In Memphis back in 1953, Sun Records had a service where anyone could come in and record two sides for $4. Well, at the time, Elvis was an 18-year-old truck driver. And one day he showed up at the Sun studio with his guitar and told office manager Marion McInnes he wanted to make a record to give to his mother. She took his $4, and since owner Sam Phillips was out, engineered the session herself. She started up the equipment, the kind that records directly onto the disc. And when Elvis began to sing, this is what Miss McInnes told us of her reaction. She said, "I got a very strange feeling. I can almost literally say that the hair began to prickle on the back of my neck. We never made copies of any personal records, but I grabbed up a tape and put it on the Ampex machine anyway." End of quote. Well, Elvis finished cutting his songs, took his record, and left. Later, Miss McInnes told us she played the tape for owner Sam Phillips. He listened, but didn't say anything. And for a year, he didn't do anything either. Then one day he gave Elvis a call and asked him if he'd like to try making an audition tape. And that was the beginning. His first hits were on the country chart, but not long after, Elvis Presley was hitting all the charts. This week on the pop chart, the reissued remix of his hit Guitar Man is at number 28.
Well, I quit my job down
The all-time king of the charts, Elvis Presley at number 28, moving up to a recent number one country hit, Guitar Man, as the countdown rolls on. Now, let's stop the countdown just long enough for our first visit to the American Top 40 Hall of Fame. Let's go in. Let's open the big bronze doors and step inside to pay our respects to an honored resident of this temple of pop music immortals. And I gotta tell you, our selection committee were unanimous on who should start off this new weekly presentation. Who but the king of the charts? You know, in the small Mississippi city of Tupelo, about 100 miles southeast of Memphis, on a quiet side street sits a vacant house. Small white frame house with a wood plaque attached to the porch pillar. And that plaque reads, "Birthplace of Elvis Presley." And that house is the oldest historic memorial to the king of rock and roll. A more recent one is the house that Elvis built for himself in his chosen city of residence, Memphis, Tennessee. The mansion called Graceland, the personal palace that he named for his mom. That's the house where Elvis died. Now, we're standing in the house where Elvis lives forever, the American Top 40 Hall of Fame. And this is our tribute to the man who in 1956 blew the lid off the already boiling pot of rock and roll.
Well, that's all right, Mama. That's all right.
Thank you very much, everyone. We'll meet you again. May God bless you. Adios.
That's our special medley of the hit songs of Elvis Presley. Our tribute from the American Top 40 Hall of Fame to the king of the charts. Now, let's leave the Hall of Fame as the big bronze doors swing shut behind us.
Casey's Coast to Coast.